So today we're going to be doing some arena and Guild Wars swords. I'm going to try to keep it mainly kind of smooth, I guess, or not as much cut around and stuff, just so you guys can get an idea of how I approach these types of things, because I think a lot of players are trying to push up to like conqueror level arena, most main viewers and stuff like that. So I'll try to be as clear as I can for my attacks. Now, there's a multitude of attacks. I don't think I actually have done a good job on explaining this, because there's so many ways that you can really attack. You don't have to just build like this type of team right here, which is actually a wombo team. You don't have to do this whatsoever. Like this is just one specific type of team, and there's so many other different types of teams that like this is just one of them. Just one. So, I don't have actually any of the other ones built up, so I don't think I could actually show you guys them, but I think I might be able to explain it a little bit. So this one is a wombo team. The wombo team specifically relies on basically having some kind of buff removal, AoE defense break, and then 2 AoE nukers. That's like the basic formula. That's like the skeleton of it, and it's kind of difficult to use this in other areas, because if they do have stuff like buff removal, that's why you never see me really attack buff removal teams. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of difficult to work around, and if they have despair runes, they'll pretty much destroy you. But when you come around teams like kind of like this with Chloe teams and stuff like that, when you have wheel runes, immunity, they're a lot more useful actually. And see, like this stuff like buff removal, I can't use that, and yeah, it's hard to counter those types of teams. So yeah, oh, come on, load up. Come on. Alright. So, what did I just do? So, these types of teams, the wombo teams, are specifically, I would say, more for, like, when you're attacking really tanky teams that might have immunity, maybe Chloe on there, stuff like that. So, you can remove it, or even on teams that you can, like, kind of tank out a little bit, like, really tanky teams, because the thing with the wombo is that the damage output from the wombo teams is actually really nice. Like, look at this. Just with Poseidon, 1 AoE, I have the HP of all of these guys just to, like almost to 50%. Second AoE comes in, boom, they're all dead. Even the Chloe is gone. So yeah, and it's good to have multiple types. You don't want to use the same attribute type. So you don't want to use like 2 water or 2 fire AoE nukers unless the attribute allows it. So if it's like a wind and fire based team, you can use 2 fire based, but it's kind of, you have to be careful with that, because you don't want one monster to solo your team. Like say you only have wind and then they have a Chloe, she actually might be able to solo your team if you're unlucky. If you keep doing glancing hits, she'll just keep healing, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, and that's one of the things that I've actually had trouble with coming around. So that's why I've added a little bit of crit rate to my Galleon to allow like Chloe teams, in case I lose my Poseidon. If I lose my Poseidon and my Galleon, I can't really take care of Chloe's unless I get lucky. Now, you have to be really careful too, because Camillas can actually do some pretty terrifying stuff. I'm trying to find teams that I can attack. I want the basic thing is you want to attack higher up. So this actually, wrong one. Yes, yeah, I would not want to attack this. Like high damage, super speedy, I wouldn't be able to outspeed that. But something like this with Chloe, some slower monsters, some revenge too, so you have to be careful with that. But it's a slow team. You bring, I would say, anywhere from 160 to 200 speed for your wombo team. You don't want them to be super slow. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay, we're good. It usually kicks us out for that. That would have been awful. But you don't want to bring super slow, because then all of them are going to get a turn. You might lose a monster from damage, and that can be pretty bad. So let's see if we can kill our Tamiel here. Alright, we killed our Tamiel. We're about to kill... yeah, let's just try to take care of that Chloe. Oh, no. We're gonna kill the Monkey King. Alright, now we want to kill the Chloe before she starts like healing and stuff like that. The Fire Lich is just a troll. This guy, it's just Thursday, or no, it's Friday right now. Not that big of a deal, so we don't have to worry about any real defenses, I should say, or any like super Sunday rush hour defenses, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, I feel like people still want their wins. So when someone says like, oh, it's a fake defense or it's a troll defense, you know, no one just puts just one monster in there unless they want to drop rank. So people put in a rank that will help them float, not really push up. So they still put something that has potential to win to certain players. But yeah, some people put in like liches and stuff like that just to have fun. Now, there's certain teams that I don't attack, like this one, Juno and Zyros. I probably won't outspeed him. He's probably running wheel runes, so I probably won't be able to kill him before he buff removals. I've attacked Hypnoidnix AD before. I don't know what the exact percentage is on it. I usually get RNG'd pretty hard on the Camilla. Like, I can kill the rest of the units, but sometimes his Orion goes crazy on Violent, because he's got a really fast Orion on Violent runes, but his Camilla tends to, like, solo a lot. So I'm trying to come up with an offense for that one, too. It's not 100%. It's probably like 60 to 70% now, which is up from the last time. See, another buff removal. I can't do that. Another buff removal from Claytano. I've lost to his defense before, which I'm working on too. I need to get faster. The only way to counter that is to be faster. Now this one is actually a kind of a gamble. See, if I'm actually slower than this guy, which is probably the case, and his units all use the right skills, he's probably going to one-shot me. Now, we could risk this. We could say, like, hey, let's just try it. Let's try to outspeed him. Or we could kind of think about this for a second. His Lucian is probably a speedy Lucian. It's probably going to have to be anywhere from 170 to 200 speed if he wants this to work. So that means his cards are probably going to do at most like 25 to 27k damage. If we did Bruiser this, we could Bruiser it. Now, I'm not going to Bruiser it because I don't want to, like, you know, that's kind of just stupid. You can really Bruiser anything if you really put your mind to it. If we brought Joltan, we could probably, I don't want to bring, I'm not going to Bruiser it. Let's just try to outspeed it. If we fail, then we'll Bruiser it, and I can show you that, because that's another method of slow attacking, and slow attacking is kind of ineffective. So yeah, he's going to, there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to outspeed me. It's just how it works. He does the attack buff. Is he going to use his cards? No. See, the Lucians actually tend to screw up a lot. And that's why I kind of let's just attack him, because he has to rely on 3 of his units all doing the right thing. We actually still might lose this because his Lucian is, right there, boom. We didn't get a defense break on his Lucian. See, 24k damage about that, right? So there is a way to kind of Bruiser this. I think I've lost to Sens a few times, maybe. I don't know. He has a really fast Bernard, if I remember correctly. But you can add things like Darien, and then like an HP leader type stuff, or you can add in like stronger monsters like Joltan, and you can try that as well. There's some other ones too, but you got to make sure your units have like above the required amount. See, Akamimir wouldn't have enough. You would need stuff like an HP leader skill. I could probably literally just do this with Arnold once I take out Galleon, and that's it. I mean, and bringing like a fire team, because his DPS is mainly from the Lucian. He could probably stun lock me for a few turns with Tyrone, but that's about it. He wouldn't really. I don't think he'd be able to finish me off with the Tyrone alone. We can go just down the list. See, I can't hit that. And the reality is, whenever someone does like an arena video, don't ever take it to heart. A lot of people just tend to take the good arena fights and then post those ones and not show the bad ones. So that's why I want to keep this one unedited, so you guys know that this is just a straight up arena video. Because not all attacks are actually 100%. I'd say most people are at anywhere from like 80 to 90% or higher. So that's still like 1 in every 10 fights you lose. And that tends to be the case. Now, look, he's got Leo, which means his Orion's going to go first, because his Orion's going to be faster. That's just kind of, if his Orion's not faster, I'm going to be truly disappointed. His Theomars will probably go next because of his Orion, and his Miho Wing will probably not go next unless he has him built for speed. Now, of course, he's got 2 water units, a wind unit, and then a fire unit. And his wind, Leo, is going to actually target one of my units, and I want him mainly to target my Theomars. Now, we'll go ahead and start this up. As long as we have Galleon left over and Amir, we should be fine. So yeah, boom. Targets my Theomars. Now, everyone's going to be targeting Theomars. So check this out. Besides Miho Wing. Boom. Oh, I totally forgot. Miho Wing will go because the speed is capped, right? Okay. So now he popped Endure. All of their turns are up. And now I'm pretty much set. Like, I've got my turns ready to go. Oh, another one. Boom. Another one. Oh my god, I didn't need that, but okay. Alright. Well, now I've got my entire thing set up because I can put on my AoE defense break. The Theomars pretty much tanked it all because he had his Endure up. And now I just kind of finish this off. Finish off those 2 units, and then I can just auto this. So he's going to take out my Theomars here. Come on. Sometimes this takes longer than expected just because of my units going. And crit animations. Oh man, I can't stand the crit animations. Alright, there you go. So that's a way to do it too. Just running an extra unit that might be able to pop Endure like Theomars. That's always nice. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. There's a couple of people on that list I would totally have hit. Alright. Let's continue. See, AoE buff removal. Even if it's just Theomars, that buff removal is so killer. 1 stun and you're just gone. That guy definitely probably outspeeds me. Yeah, see, AoE buff removal. Alright, this one's interesting because he's got Frigate and Ritesh. Now, it's a little bit more tanky and it's pretty speedy, so I'm sure he's probably running something with his Frigate as like a really speedy monster. Now, of course, it's kind of sketchy because that Ritesh might actually do some damage. If he violent procs, he will end up probably destroying us. So let's go ahead and try this out with Darien. I want to run Darien for one reason, and that's just because I want my other units to survive. If everyone else survives, I should be able to one-shot his Ariel. That means no more heals, and that means the rest of his units will definitely die. So he does that. All of his team's going to go. You gotta be careful. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to pop the defense break. Please land. There we go. Now we're ready. We pop this on. We should be able to take care of his Ariel. It'll slow everyone else down so I can get some kills. Now, of course, you don't need Poseidon on this composition. You really don't. But Amir has to be one of the best, more farmable units in this game. Like, seriously, look at that damage. It's so incredible. And my rune sets aren't like, oh, so amazing, like you guys are never going to be able to reach this. No. My runes aren't actually that incredible as you guys think they are. Amir is just so freaking good. He definitely deserves some credit. I'm serious. It's incredible. Oh, this is Ink Tonight too. I'm pretty sure he does YouTube videos too, if I'm not mistaken. We're already 6 wings in. Wow. This is an example of like a troll defense with like Gemini, right? So let's go ahead and try this with like a speed team. He's probably gonna outspeed me, but you know what? Now let's try this in a different way. Let's try it like this. Bring Darien. I probably should have brought Theomars actually. Bringing Theomars has a better chance of her popping it on Theomars. The Sierra pop the bomb on Theomars. So, okay, well at least didn't waste a wing. Which one was it? Yeah, it was this one. Oh, I should have done Theomars, like I was saying. Oh well, no biggie. So his Gemini, I'm not sure if it's gonna remove any debuffs. No, it's not. I don't know what the whole thing is with his passive skill. Oh, come on. His passive skill should technically, the way it reads, it should remove the debuffs, but it didn't there. So it's kind of strange in that way. I think his defense isn't working the way he thinks it is, because technically he had less he had less buffs than I did. So he should have removed debuffs from me, and that might have screwed me over. That's what I thought the first time, but then I hit him and I was like, yeah, Gemini's not really doing much, huh? So I kind of just been hitting him back and forth, just trying it out. See, I don't like these types of defenses because he's got damage here. No. What the heck? He's got damage here, Ritesh, which is AoE. He's got his Orion there. If he strips any immunity, he's going to put defense break on. Theomars is going to one-shot anyone. If he gets a violent proc, he's going to hit him off the face of the planet. And then he will probably target Akamamir or even come on. Akamamir or, of course, Aquila. And if he strips that, it's going to be a little bit sketchy in that way because he's probably going to go before both Aquila, or no, I'm sorry, he's going to go before his own Ritesh and his own Theomars. This is also another example of an AD I won't hit because his Chow will probably one-shot Poseidon or Galleon. I could probably hit it actually. Should we? Let's try it. Let's just try it. I'm probably gonna lose. I've faced Lee before, and he's got a freaking fast Bernard, if I remember right. But I feel like everyone has a fast Bernard compared to mine. Mine is slow as hell. But yeah, see, it's like chill here. Now watch. Oh no. Okay, he's going for Theomars. Perfect. So now he can distract everyone by popping the Endure. Now I'm going to definitely try to get rid of the Bernard. The Bernard is the tankiest unit. I always target the tankiest unit with my Theomars to get that HP down a little bit. Pop some defense break. I do this thing, right? Even if I don't crit on the wind monsters, Akamamir is going to one-shot them. So, like boom, like that. So like that. Now, it's kind of sketchy because he probably could have killed one of my units if they all targeted and single targeted one unit. And that's where it gets kind of sketchy. I like King Dragon, but sometimes his Rena. So like, yeah, these kinds of defenses, this is a good idea, or this is a good example of a defense that might pick off a unit or two and then solo you with Rena. All you have to do is bring a healer, but then you're going to just pump out a draw, and then it's like, oh shit. That sucks. Going down the list, you just see a bunch of these like stalls, right? A lot of people like to run stalls. Another AoE buff removal. Another stall with AoE buff removal. Like, same exact things, right? Oh, God, my internet is just awful. Alright. So, now the thing with the stall defenses is that, like, all of the stall defenses are super easy, but they just take forever, so I usually don't end up hitting them. So I guess they do their job in that way. This is another stall. I'll hit this one, but this is probably going to take me, like, a solid minute to clear, and that's valuable time. So we'll go ahead and do this. Alright, let's just try to remove that, because we want to kill Dias, right? And we'll probably end up actually killing Chloe here. Yeah, we're probably going to kill Chloe. Oh, here's a quick trick that I talked about in my stream. Whenever you guys are using an AoE skill... Oh, wait, we're not going to kill her. We're supposed to land the slowness on her. Dang it. This actually might be a loss because of... Yep, that right there. Oof. And we don't have any heal. I'm trying to think. Let's try to, yeah. Should we? Yeah, let's go for one more. Yeah, boom. That's why I love Aquila's first skill. He just allows me to do that. Whew. Alright, sorry. I got distracted. Okay, so basically with these stall defense, or a trick that I have for these types of defenses where you use the wombo is actually, in fact, when you can target the whatchamacallit, you can target the attribute disadvantage, right? So let's say I had a fire monster up against this team, which wouldn't make sense because he has 2 water units, but say he only had Rena on here, or only had Camilla, and for some reason I wanted to bring Zyros, right? Well, if instead of targeting the Chloe with the 3rd skill, I want to target the Camilla or the Rena. And the reason I do that is because it won't actually activate the crit animation if I'm lucky, right? And then I won't have to deal with the crit animation. Okay, let's see if we can just one-shot this Rena. I should probably get rid of that Camilla first, but I don't have defense break on her. And the Chloe... Oh, it's just a tank Camilla, actually. Don't crit. Don't crit. Don't crit. Crit. Alright, that's okay. We should probably one-shot this Rena here. Boom. Like that. Alright, so now we need one more AoE defense break for this tank Milla. I hate that she removes any debuffs when she gets crit. That bugs me so much. Okay, we can do that. Don't violent proc. Don't violent. Come on. That's so unfair. Tank Milla is probably going to solo us here. Right? Yeah, this tank might actually solo us here. Maybe not. As long as we can just get a few more hits off. Come on. Come on. Alright. I'm having problems with tank Milla, huh? That's so strange. Okay. So maybe later in the future I should get... Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, well there you guys have an example of a defense that can stall you to death, and that happens from time to time. I hate that, but yeah, that's why it's probably good to bring a healer or something like that. This Camilla's, there's really no counter to it actually. Like, there really isn't. The only thing that you can really do is bring more damage. That's the only thing you can do. Yeah, that's really the only thing. Here is a defense like that I could outspeed actually. go ahead and show you. Now, I'm bringing Praha just because Praha lands on the dots, right? And the dots would actually allow me to do more damage with Alchemamir. Actually, wait. That's Fey Leader skill. Oh, no, we outspeed this. He needs to get that speed up on Tiana for sure. Alright, those 3 units on the left are dead. Oh, Tiana. Oh, I didn't crit, that's why. Oh well, no big deal. Then we can just auto this. Now I would love to use someone like Praha for the buff removal and as a heal, then I wouldn't have died from the Camilla, but the thing is, she's not consistent enough, and the fact is she's way better on defense than on offense. So it kind of sucks, but I wish it was 100%. If it was 100%, then I would probably use her as my buff removal, for sure. Alright, let's pick one more off this list, and then we're going to do some arena swords. Oh, alright, here's a good example. This is another stall, right? Artamiel, Darien, Veramos, Jasoon. So we're going to want to bring in a way to keep them from moving, right? So we got the 2 AoEs, but we don't want them to heal at all. We don't want anyone to heal. We're going to have to... I would love to bring Tyrone, but he's slow. I built him up for damage. So I'm actually probably just gonna bring Theomars. I think that's the only thing I really got left. Yeah, that's really the only thing I got for this type of offense for Wombo. I like using it though. So let's load it up. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna want to target Darien. Now the reason I want to target Darien is if I get rid of Darien, I don't have to worry about the damage reduction. Now he's running a damage Artamiel, so we're going to have to be careful about that. So let's go ahead and knock all these attack bars down. Also, if you're going to be using Wombo, the best thing to do is actually try to get some way to lower the attack bars. Because if you do the first AoE and they're running Nemesis, you might actually end up proccing the Nemesis and you'll probably die. So, yeah, Veramos would have removed right there the defense break because of the Nemesis runes. Yeah. So yeah, guys, don't be intimidated by defenses. Every defense is winnable, and every defense is obviously is gonna beat someone. You know, I'm not gonna sit and brag about winning against someone, but it's good. It's a good way to kind of tell where you are in the game based on who is losing to your defense, because some people have certain counters to certain defenses and others don't. That's usually how it goes. I don't know why they're just chilling there. I'm supposed to get my reward already. Come on, guys. I think my internet is acting up again, but no big deal. So the other types of offenses I was talking about, there's actually quite a few, and there's some good Reddit posts about it too. I know one of my guildmates made a Reddit post about this, and it's just about the different types of defenses about most of the Guardian players use, and it tends to be stuff like... Oh, did that same guy hit me twice? Ugh, that guy's farming me. Alright, so it tends to be stuff like Devolution. There's Speedy Devolution. There is Single Target Speedy Lucian, which actually can clear quite a lot. You'd actually be surprised, like Tyrone, Bernard, Sayic, Lucian. There is... there's Wombo. You can Bruiser stuff, and basically Bruiser is like a tanky damage dealer. So you bring a Revive, a healer... basically, you know how Barian was the #1 player for quite a while? Technically, his auto team was kind of like a Bruiser. He would use his Zyros to basically just kind of out-tank the other team. And that's basically it. And he would just survive the entire thing. And the reason it works is just because he survived and he tanked out the entire time. But you notice how most of those offenses actually took quite a while. And yeah, so that's basically how it works. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's go and hit this one. Let's check this defense log. So it's looking like, wow, okay, a defense win on Envoyer. Alright. A lot of wins on that second one. Defense draw on Beard. I don't know how good these players are when I'm looking at some of these, but lots of defense draws and successes. So I'm going to go ahead and give this person the benefit of the doubt and assume that he's got some good defenses, right? He's probably got a ton of defense on Copper. So if we bring a water monster, we're going to have to bring something that actually can tank. So he's probably going to ignore defense. It's probably going to be around 40k. I could probably show you that kind of thing, right? With Rena. See if we can tank the damage with Rena. I mean, that would work, really. That would work. So yeah, and then I'd have to bring a different type of nuker. I'd have to probably bring like a wind-based nuker. Now I'm not going to bring Akamamir because I want to use Akamamir for the second one, right? So bring Akamamir and then Galleon, right? Like that. So Akamamir is going to help me kill the other team. Now we have to be careful. If he outspeeds us and get violent procs, we're pretty much screwed. So we've got to be careful about that. Now this next one, he does have heal, which is talc. So I think, honestly, we could just Bruiser this. So I'll go ahead and show you a good example of a Bruiser. This is the good example of a Bruiser. Now let's see how much damage his copper does on the third skill, ignore defense. This should be interesting, honestly. Let's hope he gets a crit so the shield goes up. Let's see. Now he's just attacking Joltan a lot. Okay. So he didn't get the defense buff. Oh, and he didn't even crit. Okay, well, he probably wouldn't have done any more than 40k damage, which is what the heal is. So that's interesting though. Like that, like he does decent damage on the second skill, which is kind of nice. Not like crazy damage, but yeah, we're just basically gonna Bruiser this. That's like all we really need to do. Jasun can solo heal. I mean, we got extra heals from Rena, and we're just gonna take out that Veramos. That's all we really got to do. I kind of want to auto this, but at the same time I don't, because I don't want to accidentally lose any units just out of stupidity. I know it happens a bit sometimes. Stun? Oh, come on. Oh, I probably should use the third skill instead. Oh, come on. Sorry. I hope this is not like super boring, guys. I'm trying to keep it completely unedited so you guys know exactly what's going on. Because I've been seeing a lot of videos that like they edit out stuff and it's just kind of like, well, what are you hiding, dude? Like, anyone can make the excuse that it's to keep the video shorter and whatnot. But so what we're basically trying to do is just Bruiser this. I think that's kind of obvious at this point. They're gonna crit themselves to death on Joltan. We can auto this. Rena is just gonna tank it. We don't have to worry about anything. This is Bruiser. You just out-tank it. You out-tank the team. You bring a tanky damage dealer, or if they don't really have any heals, then you just continue going, right? Ooh, okay. This is where we have to be careful, because there's defense break on Joltan. We don't want... Ooh, we don't want this bitch right there to use his third skill. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. I thought he was going to use his third skill on Joltan, and that actually might one-shot Joltan, maybe. Actually, I don't know. He only does like 30k damage on... If he's only doing 12k with no crit on attribute advantage, he's probably only going to do like 35k on crit. And Joltan has more than that. Alright. And also, you know, like, a lot of people think that Rena is pretty much trash. She's helpful, but don't ever look at this video and be like, yeah, this is exactly why you should build Rena. No. You know, you should build your own units, and I don't think Rena is particularly a unit that actually should be built for most players. I think it's really situational. But she definitely has helped me quite a bit, so I can't really complain. And I'm also running Despair on her, so she gets some stuns. It's probably one of the most unconventional builds, but a lot of people use it, so I was just like, yeah, let's just try it. And I actually get quite a bit of stuns. See, yeah, like he's using that third skill, but he's not really doing much. That copper is not doing actually much at all. We're about to kill this talc off, and then we're pretty much good to go. I don't even think I have to worry about Joltan dying, even if he uses that third skill. 16k on the first skill. He's doing more on his first skill than he is on the third skill because he's not critting. Alright. Well, this one took a while. This one took a bit of time. But, yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. And the draw button's up. Oh my god. A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what anyone says. If it's not rush hour, if there's no time delay, or if there's no like time limit or anything like that, just use a composition that you know you're gonna win with. All right, so we outspeed him, which is cool. I usually don't outspeed anyone. Oh, ooh! I do not want to lose Galleon. Kill him. Come on. Yes. Yes, okay, I made the right choice there. If I would have left Bernard untouched, he might actually kill Galleon with his first skill. So I wanted to kill him. Okay, now we're gonna find another defense. We could probably hit this defense actually. We'll go back to that if we need to. The second defense, that's like an example of a Bruiser, right? You know what? I don't like. Let's just keep looking, and then we'll come back if we need to. Alright, here is an example of the types of defenses you probably don't want to run on Guild War if you're going to be going way up there in arena or in Guild War ranks, right? Up into like the top 50. Because I can just do this. Full will shield team. Right this, like on this. No buff removal whatsoever. Now, this team has some actual like AoE defense break. I'm just going to bring Veramos. And we're just going to do something like pretty... Yeah, we're going to be doing something pretty unconventional. We're just going to bring Veramos to tank... to remove a lot of these. I probably actually would want to bring Konamaya, but it's okay. We'll just try this out. I don't know how this is actually a new team comp, but we can just remove these types of stuff. Keep stunning, and I want to kill Bella. I want to get rid of the first heal. Oh, I'm surprised she didn't heal. What the hell? Dude, that AI is jacked. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. Your AI just went full retard mode. So, what have we learned here? Don't rely on the AI when you're doing this type of stuff, because most likely your AI is going to just go complete, like, just shit. It's just going to go way wrong, and you're not going to be able to do it. Also, it's good to bring some types of buff removals if you're going up against teams with, like, a ton of AoE defense break, or, like, just defense break in general. Like, this guy had 2 defense breakers, and not, like, complete damage. Like, I could probably deal with the damage with just one healer, like Praha. But, you know, even then, like, as long as you bring something like Bella, you know, Bella removes the buffs, right? Just like that. And Theomars is good because even if he gets hit and he pops Endure, you can still keep him. So, check it out. No worries, right? He can violent proc all day. He's not going to kill anyone. Now all we have to do is pop defense break and then do our 2 AoE nukers. Just like that. Boom. Alright, I already killed the Zyros. And then his other 2 units are going to die here. So 36k. You see on that Galleon, 36k damage with only 1 debuff. That's actually how much my Amir does. It's closing up to 40k, which is nice. But I need to get his crit up there. And, of course, my internet is lagging out again. Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Well, anyways, this is like an example of how wombo teams can actually work for both Arena and Guild War. So it's pretty unconventional, but super convenient. So let's try. Let's think of this, because we want to hit a defense that kind of exemplifies what I'm talking about on how you can really make use. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and show you this again. I want to show you the speed team again because of like how useful speed teams. Actually, I'm gonna try to find a defense that has a better a defense that I can show you what I'm talking about, because it's just a bunch of speed defenses right now. It's just all speed. Speed. I think that's all we really got to attack. Yeah, no speedy comp. I don't know why he put Zyros over Galleon. Is it working? No. No wins on the second defense. I'd try Galleon instead of against Zyros's leader skill. Okay. Alright. I liked that first defense to show, but just a bunch of Huadums and stuff. Okay, look, check this out. This is one that I want to show. I don't know if I'll actually be able to clear this though, because he can actually do pretty well on this. So this is a good example of how someone's going to be running a wombo type comp, like AoE defense break, then the AoE attack, right, and then Triton, which is buff removal, right? So Actually, I don't know. If I attack him to show you guys, I'll probably lose because he's running a speed leader, so he probably outspeed me. You know what? Just for the shits and giggles, let's just try it. All right? Yeah, let's just try it. So, what we're gonna run is something like this. Well, I'm gonna run resistance leader just to try to resist his galleon a bit. But we're gonna use Orion to buff up, right? We should go before him. If he goes first, like, no, he won't go first. There's no way. But we'll use Orion, right? 241 speed. We'll go before him, buff everyone up. Oops, that's probably not good. We'll remove everything, and then we'll try to one-shot his Tosi, and then we can just auto this. His second team is a little bit more sketchy because he's got bombs, and he has Theomars, which, if used correctly, if he violent procs, he'll probably kill us. So let's see how this goes. Let's go ahead. This might be our first draw on this. All right, so yeah, we use this. We stunned. Okay, we stunned him. That is okay, and we stunned another one. That was really lucky. But let's say we didn't stun him. That's a one-shot right there. Now watch. Oh, it wasn't a one-shot. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's just like that. So the only way you can really try to get rid of these wombo teams is if you find a way. Oh, a damage Triton. That's interesting. Okay, well, that's really, really weird. Let's try to kill that. Oh, come on, Galleon. We'll probably win this actually, just out of tanking it. Galleon's dead, and then we're just gonna, yeah, we'll be able to just out heal it or whatever, just because Pra has a healer. But let's say you didn't have a healer, you know, having like Orion in here, that's just like really useful too, because you can stun him and whatnot. But yeah, this is an example of how you actually clear a wombo team in Guild Wars. This is how I clear it. I usually tend to have some type of booster, like a buff attack bar buff, like Orion or Galleon, or Orion or Bernard. Then I bring some type of AoE buff removal because most likely they're going to be running immunity, full on immunity and shield runes. Then you have to bring someone to just one-shot the AoE nuker. Once you one-shot the AoE nuker, you don't have to worry about the rest of them, unless there's two AoE nukers. If there's two of them, bring immunity, because more likely than not, one of those is not a buff removal, unless it's like Tiana. If it's like Tiana, then that I have no idea how to counter. I'm not good against Tianas. That's my weak spot. All right, we actually outsped him. Wow. What's up with us outspeeding everyone nowadays? Like, I have the worst attack speed on my Bernard. It's kind of bad. So we won this one. Now, it doesn't matter if we lose any units because we are using our third sword. So, boom. Just like that. So I think that's 3 victories, right? Against Shadowvar. Offense log. Yep, attack, attack, attack. Very nice. So, yeah, that's basically what I do. And we've been doing pretty well in Arena. We got one more sword. We might as well use one more sword, right? Let's see if we see anyone we recognize that we can hit. We can hit Scat. I've hit his defense a few times, but I don't like the Ritesh, and his Praha can be a bitch sometimes. But no, oh, he does not have any. Let's go ahead and check his runes, because I'm going to cheat a little bit and check his runes. So he does not have any, he does not have any immunity monster. Like, he's not having Veligil in there, right? So his Praha, very terrifying 233 speed. His Vanessa, a very terrifying 38,000 HP. His Ritesh, a very terrifying 40,000 HP with crit damage. And then, of course, he's running one more monster. What was the other monster? Camilla. Oh, yeah, Camilla, okay. So, no will runes. No will runes. Nope, no will. No will. And no will. So, I'm thinking he's running a 33%. He's running 33% attack speed, which means his 233 Praha is going to have 266, which outspeeds my Bernard. Wait, maybe not, actually, because the, oh, we might actually be able to outspeed him. Fuck it, let's just try it. I'm probably gonna lose. I can clear his other defenses, but the Ritesh one, Ritesh and both Ritesh. Okay, yeah, she derped. Ritesh and Camilla actually tend to give me a bit of trouble, and of course I didn't land the defense break. We might be able to one shot. Nope, we're not gonna one shot anyone. Alright, well, let's might as well put on defense break on Praha. She's gonna heal here. That Camilla's gonna end up soloing me. I'm calling it. I have problems with Camilla. So we're gonna hit that Praha anyways, so we might as well just use this guy. Oh, come on. One shot. Now we need to kill her again. Which, yeah, we should be able to do. Oh, we didn't crit. That's a problem. She's not going to heal for another, like, 1 or 2 turns. But that Camilla is just going to tank us for days. So... Oh, another missed crit. Another missed crit. Alright, so this one is a fail. But... if we would have landed some crits... we landed the defense break on Praha, one shot the Vanessa and one shot the Praha, and possibly we could probably one shot the Ritesh, then we'd probably be able to do it. But oh well, he is way up there. I mean, he's been the #1 ranked player for quite a while, and I'm like a Guardian 1, Guardian 2 player, so not really any surprise there. But hey, I've been doing pretty well. Like I've been able to clear a few of the defenses he's put on. So I'm working my way up there. Hopefully I can get it more consistent, because I can't clear some of these defenses consistently. I mean, this is a good example of one of them. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is kind of showing you, you know, how I really go around things. I only use basically one type of offense, or 2 types of offense. I really want to get a Lucian type offense going on, because I got a really strong Lucian here, but no speed, absolutely no speed. So I'd have to put on some speed right here, which would lower the attack power, lower up the crit damage, and obviously the crit rate a bit. I could make up for those, but yeah, I definitely want to run speedy Lucians. Yeah, definitely speedy Lucians. And I need to fix up this guy a bit too, because his runes are a bit janky too. So, alright guys, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this 42-minute long video. Wow, didn't expect it to be that long, but alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you guys want me to do next, like what you guys want me to like kind of talk about and discuss. I'm going to be doing the Archangels for the monster discussion next, because I counted up the votes and they have the most when I counted them. So we'll do that next, and yeah, stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comment what kind of videos you guys want to see, because I want to know what you guys like, what type of content you guys also are looking for in terms of information or like entertainment or something like that. So see you guys in the next episode. Keep it real.